Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Snowbeck. Today we are going to review a little bit for the Unit 2 quiz. So for each of these questions, I'm going to have you pause the video, try the question, and then unpause the video to see if you get it right. So go ahead right now and pause the video and try number 1. Point slope form is the less common formula for a line. It goes y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And you are going to plug in a few things. You're going to plug in the 1/4 for the m, you're going to plug in the 8 for the x1, and the 24 for the y1. So it should look like this. Y minus 24 equals 1/4 x minus 8. And that's it. You stop there. That is the point slope form for the line. Please pause the video and try number 2. So this time we're doing slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. And so we have to basically plug in the m and plug in the b. Our line needs to be perpendicular to this line. So the slope in that line, the original slope was 4. But the perpendicular slope to that, you flip it and switch the sign, is negative 1/4. That's going to be our new m. So we know our equation is going to be y equals negative 1/4 x plus b. And now we need to find b. To get it to contain the point negative 4, 5, we're going to plug that in. This is our x, this is our y, so it's going to go 5 equals negative 1/4 times negative 4 plus b, which is 5 equals, think of that as over 1, and that ends up being a negative times a negative, which is a positive 1. Subtract your 1, 4 equals b. Haha, we have our m, we have our b, so if I write the equation, it's going to be y equals negative 1/4 x plus 4. Now the second part of it, this says then graph. So if I made a little graph real quick, I would want to put my first dot at 4. So I would go up 4 and put a dot, that's my y-intercept, and then from that I would have to go down 1 and right 4 for my slope. So down 1 and then right 1, 2, 3, 4. My second dot could go about there, connect, and there would be the graph. Please try number 3, and when you're done, unpause the video. There is a trick to this one, so be careful. Number 3, a group of Vikings fans want to start a tailgating club. At their first meeting, they have 6 members. By their 10th meeting, they have 86 members. If this trend continues, predict the number of members after 36 months. So, I'm assuming they're having monthly meetings. And so at the first meeting, they have 6 members. Now, this is the tricky part. 0 time has passed. And so rather than a 1, we put 0, 6. After 0 time has passed, they have 6 members. But by their 10th meeting, they have 86 members. So after 10 months have passed, they have 86 members. So what we can do is we can find the slope. And so we're going to do 86 minus 6 over 10 minus 0. We get 80 over 10, which is 8, which means each month they're gaining 8 more members than the month before. Now, if this continues, how many members will they have after 36 months? Well, 36 take away 10 is 26 more months. And for each of those 26 months, they're going to gain 8 people. So 26 times 8 is 208 more members. But we have to add that to what they did have. And so 86 plus the 208 more would put them at 294 members after 36 months. Again, the trick on this one that you want to pay close attention to is this 0. Notice we did not put a 1 there because 1 month hadn't passed. 0 time had passed. Please try these 5 questions and then unpause the video. So one example of consecutive interior angles would be angle 12 and 14. Notice how they are inside the 2 lines and they're on the same side of this transversal. So that makes them consecutive interior. Another pair of consecutive interior would also be angles 13 and 15. They would be a second pair. So this one and this one would also be consecutive interiors. There are several pairs of corresponding angles. You could use 10 and 14. So angle 10 and 14. You could use 11 and 15. You could use 12 and 16. And you could use 13 and 17. So they just have to be in similar spots. Linear pair. Remember, a linear pair is like a line that's been broken into a pair of angles. And so if I look like right here, I have a line. If I break that into a pair of angles, I could say one of my linear pairs is angle 10 and angle 11. Together they make a linear pair. Also 12 and 13. So see how these two together are on a line and they can be broken into a pair of angles. 10 and 11, same thing. 14 and 15, same thing. So 14 and 15, same with 16 and 17. Now you could even turn the tide, you could turn this picture sideways, and you could even say 10 and 12 are a linear pair. So there's a whole bunch of linear pairs that you could use. You could use 10 and 12, 11 and 13, 15 and 17, 14 and 16, lots of them. Number 4, name a pair of alternate exterior angles. Okay, so this time there's only 2. Alternate exterior means they have to be on the outside. And so like 10 and 17, those are alternate exteriors. Here's your transversal. There's one on the left and one on the right. 10's on the left and 17's on the right. So angle 10 and 17 are alternate exterior. And the other pair that would work is angle 11 and angle 16. This one and this one are also another pair of alternate exteriors. So finally, a pair of vertical angles, they have to be across from each other in an X. So for instance, 11 and 12, that's an example of vertical angles. There's a whole bunch of them. You could use 10 and 13. You could use 14 and 17. You could use 15 and 16. Yeah, I think that's all of them. So now I would like you guys to go ahead and find worksheet unit 2 review and give that a good try. If you get stuck or have questions, please let me know. And when you're finished with the review, you can take the unit 2 quiz. Good luck.